Hello everyone and welcome to an inbox review of this, the AZ model 1/72 Spitfire FR.IX. Originally tooled in 2009, this is a 2013 reboxing of it, one of at least 30 reboxings that the plastic in this box has gone through. This one, as you can see, is a fighter reconnaissance version, the pink Spitfire. Okay, as usual with AZ, you get it's just a box at the end of the day, isn't it? But you get the artwork, instructions in Czech, English and Japanese on the side. The usual on the end of the box, the two schemes. There are actually three, but there's the second, Belgian Air Force from 1951, and there's the first and the second, almost very similar, RAF from 1944, and on the back of the box you have all three schemes. So we have, as we see, September 1944 number 16 squadron and September 1944 number 16 squadron. Very similar aircraft, the only real difference is of course the serial number, and one has a red X, one has a white B. This is the colour callouts and the transfer placement. Of course you get the plan view as well underneath. And here's the other scheme, scheme 3, it's really the second one, isn't it, of the Belgian Air Force from 1951, which is quite nice. Looks like it's a bare metal finish. Though it says aluminium, it's probably just a bare metal finish. There's that. So let's have a look at what you get actually in the box. Okay, in the box you get one plastic bag containing the two kit sprues, one clear sprue. Inside here also are the transfers and the instruction sheet, which is partial colour. Okay, so an inbox review is no good if it just says there's a kit in the box. We know that, so what it should be for really is looking at the detail of the kit. So sprue 1. We have the fuselage halves, the upper parts of the wings, various parts for the internals, the cockpit, wingtips, spinner, wheels. Let's have a look at the detail. One of the things I always look at is the instrument panel. And that is the level of the detail there. You've got a little bit of detailing here as well. That should dry brush nicely. Take a wash. So look at the detail on the rest of the kit. So the wings. You can see what the panel lines actually look like. You have some rivet detail. I have no idea if this is accurate or not, but you have nicely recessed panel lines. They continue on the fuselage. Inside of the cockpit, once again, is nicely detailed. You see you've got various bits of detail there. There are a couple of small sink marks. Ejector pin marks, larger ones here, but there's small ones. They shouldn't be too bad. They should, a little bit of filler will deal with that, little bit of Vallejo putty probably. And it's the same on the other half of the fuselage as well, the cockpit. So far it looks like it has a reasonable amount of detail. The second sprue, of course the wings have a similar level of detail on them. Let's have a look at the landing gear. Let's look at the oleos here. They don't look too bad for a 1/72 scale kit. Quite nice actually. We even have more detail there. Hinge brackets, or I don't know exactly what they're called. Cockpit floor detail. And here is the seat, which looks like a standard Spitfire seat and is reasonably detailed. You get a single clear part as one piece in a separate plastic bag. Let's have a look at the part. Just if we try and get in close, it's reasonably made by the look of it. Thin. Because of the curve, it does have a little bit of lensing on there, and it's not probably the best clear part, but it is a reasonable clear part. There's no smokiness, there appears to be no flash, and the canopy frame seems to be well defined, so it should make it easier to mask. The sad thing is I would like to model this open, so I am going to have to cut this in some way. Onto the transfers. So we have, of course, RAF and Belgian roundels as along with tail flash. We have the red X and the V, the white V, and I think this is the numbering for the Belgian version. They are quite gloss, but very thin. They appear to be in perfect register. That's part 1. Part 2 is a very small sheet. This is serial numbers, I believe, for the RAF types. And this here, well, this is the camera window. The camera in the FR.IX is mounted obliquely behind the pilot, so pointing sideways. And this, because it's a standard Mark 9 kit, is just a standard Spitfire kit. So the glass window is represented by these 2 transfers. I intend to remove a circle and make it glass, or at least clear plastic, of course. So I won't be using these. You do, however, get something that I really, really like, and that's an entire set of stencils. So there's trestle markings, wing markings, load points, things like that. So that's what you get in the kit as plastic and transfers. Now onto the instructions. So in modern AZ style, it's in partial colour. You get the history note as to it being the Mark 9, and then a sprue map with the numbers on. A key for the instructions, so like most instructions really, whether you open a hole, whether you cut, whether you glue. I like the fact that it does actually have a putty. It tells you where you're going to need filler. A little bit worrying, to be honest, but at least it tells you. And then here are a list of the colours in colour, not that I need to know that that is red. Okay, open it up and you start straight away with how to paint the instrument panel. You can see there is a reasonable amount of detail in the cockpit. So the cockpit itself, even down to part 19, very small, consists of 8 steps. Then there's the painting of the internals, and at this point you put the exhausts in. You've got here oxygen bottles, I believe. Ooh. A red crowbar, should it be red? We'll get the Spitfire fanatics going on at that one. Then we have a very simple step of sealing the cockpits up and putting the wings, the 2 parts together, including the wheel bay parts. This is where we get the options starting. Because this kit is designed to model several different types of Spitfire, we have the Mark 9C and the Mark 9E. Basically the differences are bulges and weapons and potentially wingtips on other marks. We have putting the radiators on, landing gear detail, assembly, putting it all together, and then final assembly of the kit. On the back, putting the wheels on, and choice, and it shows you where the wheels, the sort of angle they go on, and then the stencil data, if like me you like putting stencils on. Colour callouts are in Humbrol, which can be easily converted into any other type. I'll probably be using Vallejo myself. Okay, so that is a review of the AZ Model Kit's Red Line 1/72 Spitfire FR Mark 9C. RRP on this kit is about £13. I got it a little bit cheaper because I bought it along with a few other models online and got a deal. But I don't think that's actually too much to ask for this kit. It does seem to have a lot of very nice detail. I've not read of any issues of it going together badly, poor fit issues, anything like that. Obviously I don't know that for myself until I build it. This will be my next build. It's being built for the Say Cheese group build. So once I build it I can give a full review on how it goes together. But how it looks out of the box is great. I don't think £13 is too much to ask, and so yeah, so far it's looking good. So thanks for watching, and until next time, keep modelling and have fun. Bye.